brand new helmet. Every seasoned rider should know. Okay, y'all, in today's video, we are gonna talk to you about choosing the right motorcycle helmet. And although it may seem simple and something that, every seasoned rider should know, I will tell you over the years, I have changed my opinion and I've changed the style of helmets I've wore. In this video, I'm gonna tell you what changed my mind. Point number one I'd like to make is different states have different laws. So just because you're in a state that does not require a motorcycle helmet doesn't mean that you won't need a helmet if you want to take that glorious trip across America. Because regardless, when you're crossing the country, you will need to enter states that require you to have a motorcycle helmet to put on. The first thing I'm going to tell y'all is finding the proper helmet is not determined by how much money you spend or how much it costs. Often, better helmets do cost a bit more, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily a safer helmet. So how do we determine if this helmet is unworthy, good, or great? On the back of every helmet, there are ratings, but here's something you all may not know. DOT is kind of the minimum rating for states that require you to wear a helmet. It's the minimum safety rating, if you will. On this helmet, the one I choose to wear, you'll notice below it, it also has the Snell approved. Snell is a higher caliber rating than even the DOT. So when you're hunting that helmet, if you want the safest one, go look for the Snell rating. Next, we're gonna talk style, and there are all kinds of styles from full face down to little peanut shells for the top of your head. Now, I have pretty much given up on wearing 3/4 and peanut shell helmets, mainly just because I've learned that this area here is the highest impacted part of your head, face when it comes to motorcycle accidents. Most of your injuries are gonna come in this section right here. I don't wanna replace my teeth right now, so I figure a good chin strap is an important piece for me on a helmet. This is something that I will not go without. So when it comes to me, full face helmet is the only option. The only thing you gotta talk about from there is whether or not you wanna have a shield. This one has no shield. You can put goggles on it, you can wear sunglasses in it, but no shield attached to this helmet. This is my current street helmet I wear. It does have a shield, one that tips dark during the day and stays clear at night, so I'm not having to change out my face shield depending on what the weather or time of day that I'm riding. Another nice thing about a full face shield is weather protection. You don't have to worry about the rain pelting your face, messing up your glasses, any of that stuff. When you get into inclemental weather, that face shield is a lifesaver. So if you're wanting to know what I'm riding right now, my helmet of choice is the Bell Star MIPS. If you want to learn more about that specific helmet, you can click this link right here. Now, when it comes to dual sporting or off-road riding, I have two helmets I choose. This one is the Climb helmet. You can see it right there, KLIM. This is carbon fiber, it's super light. It also has the flip down shield, which I enjoy. My other off-road or dual sport helmet is this Bell here, also carbon fiber. I love it because it's got the American flag. It's got the skull, even got the lightning bolts. It's built by Bell, but with a helmet like this, I also wear a set of good goggles. This is keeping the dirt and stuff out of your face. I do have a modular helmet as well. Unfortunately, I don't like the modular, not because it's not convenient. It is very convenient. The problem is I catch myself wanting to ride with it up a lot. If I'm riding with it up, I might as well be riding a 3/4 face helmet. I don't have the protection I need, and with my luck, that's when a problem's gonna occur. So I just avoid the temptation altogether. I stay away from the modular and I go with the full face. It just stops the temptation of riding around with the bottom half of my face unprotected. One thing you will notice about all of my helmets is they're equipped with Senas. I like Sena because it allows me to talk to the other riders around me. It allows me to listen to music, take phone calls. It's just a real productive way to communicate while you're on a motorcycle. The next thing, once you've decided the rating of the helmet that you want and the style of helmet you want, is fit. A lot of people don't know that motorcycle helmets actually come with different shapes for different shaped heads. You need to identify the shape of your head and then look for a helmet that is gonna fit your head shape. When getting that proper fitment of the helmet, you actually want to measure the circumference of your head and find a helmet that fits that measurement. You want a helmet to be snug. Really, the snugger the fit, the safer the helmet. Of course, you know, if you've got too much loose and too much play on there inside your helmet, it's just not gonna be as great. So you gotta find that happy medium between a snug fit without it being overly tight and suffocating you, and making sure it's not too loose that it can actually spin and jiggle on your head. It'll cause problems with wind catching underneath it. It'll cause problems when you're turning your head and it's shifting on you. There's just a lot of problems that'll come if that helmet isn't snug enough. Keep in mind, this foam inside breaks down over time. So while that helmet might feel a little uncomfortably snug in the beginning, after you've been wearing it for a year, it's gonna fit a little bit looser and probably perfect. The next question that is kind of a tough one is, when should you replace this helmet? And that's tough, especially when you're spending, you know, a lot of money on a quality helmet. Thinking that you have to replace it when there doesn't appear to be anything wrong with it, it's kind of a bummer. So you are going to want to replace your helmet every 5 years. That is just the life expectancy of the materials inside that helmet. Now, there are things that would make you want to replace it sooner. For example, if you drop it. If you drop that helmet from 3 or 4 feet, even off the seat of your motorcycle, the materials inside that helmet are going to fracture to disperse the impact, and the helmet's gonna be useless for you to use. Any type of damage to the helmet or dropping of that helmet means that helmet has used up its life and it is time to replace it. In order to show you all what happens when you drop your motorcycle helmet, even from as low as your motorcycle seat, I'm gonna take this brand new helmet and cut it in half. Let's take a look at what's inside. So you'll see it starts with a plastic outer shell, and then inside is this foam inner shell. A little dusty. All for a good cause, because this might just save somebody's life someday. Inside that plastic shell I just showed you is this foam inner core, and then inside that is gonna be your comfort, your padding, if you will, for against your head. Now, different helmets have different levels of all 3 of these stages. For example, my MIPS Bell helmet actually has a technology inside here that allows the helmet to shift inside the pads, greatly reducing head trauma. This is kind of more of a basic style helmet. So why, if you drop it, is it no good? Let me explain. The inside, this foam core that's in here, actually works as a pressure dissipator, if you will. What happens is, as this helmet makes blunt contact to the ground or something else, this foam will start to crack. As it cracks, it dissipates that impact across the entire helmet. And when you drop it off your bike, or whether it's on your head and you get in a wreck, once this cracks and dissipates, it cannot perform it a second time. So you drop your helmet, you see a buddy drop his helmet, you hear that helmet hit the ground, just get a new helmet. It's worth the few $100s to make sure that you're not riding with a helmet that's already dissipated the impact. I told you in the beginning of this video that I would tell you why I have made progressions. If you watch some of my early videos or go on to the beginning of my Instagram, it's a ways to scroll back there. We've posted a lot. But if you went back far enough, you'd find pictures of me wearing no helmet or wearing a 3/4 helmet. And it is those statistics I talked to you about earlier of that front face impact that happens in almost every motorcycle wreck that has gotten me to change from wearing what might be the coolest, most stylish, most badass looking helmet to a helmet that's actually gonna save me so I can enjoy more days and more miles of riding my motorcycle. Sacrificing this motorcycle helmet is a small sacrifice when it comes to maybe educating one of you why a simple drop off your motorcycle could cost you your life down the road another day. Hopefully it helped somebody. Hopefully it showed somebody something that maybe they didn't know before. There you have it. Motorcycle Safety 101 with Adam Sandoval. I hope one of them tips helped you all today. We will talk to you in tomorrow's video. Y'all, we put up videos every week. If you have not yet, please consider clicking that subscribe button. And if you happen to be a stubborn American, you can go to adamsandoval.com and get your stubborn American merch. We'll see y'all in tomorrow's video.